So if you haven't noticed, or if you're living on the rock, NMPLOL is getting divorced, and he recently spoke about it right here.
Oh, you know what? I take it back. Because earlier I said that the only people that checked on me after the leaks were...
The leaks is me posting the divorce stuff.
For XQC and Tectone.
Which both are who have experienced a divorce. XQC and Tectone and Greek.
No, Greek messaged me too.
Oh, that's nice.
So the 3 people that messaged me after the leaks happened was XQC, Tectone, and Greek God X.
Do you know why I actually didn't message you?
Why?
Is because this was the one instance in which I felt like that information was not my business.
Oh.
So I said...
the breakup is her business, but not the divorce. I don't know about that, Senna.
I'm not supposed to see this, so I...
No, this is not his new girl. This is like Austin, Texas orbiter Senna. She's her own thing or whatever.
I muted the thread and I looked the other way.
Oh.
I was like, ooh, that's really bad. But that's good they messaged you.
Yeah, they did. Is it weird that like I'm not particularly bothered about the thread?
I think he's 100% bothered about the thread. When we get to his Discord messages, this does not say not bothered. This says hot and bothered, where he's calling me all types of names. But let me break it down for you guys. So she filed for divorce on 1/16, and I believe I did have these court documents like 3 days later after she filed. And the issue was, I was going through my own custody case myself, so I sat on them for a while. I think I told a couple of y'all it was coming down the pipeline, but I didn't get to do anything. Now, it's standard to start your divorce in Texas with this original petition. That's how it starts. But the difference is, we'll get to the house, which, this house, I did look up the county records, is not Nick's or Molina's. It's actually Soda Poppins. It's in his name. I confirmed via the county records. It's like $18,000 a year in taxes, which is crazy. But 2 things that stood out for me. 1, the parties were married September 25th, 2015, and have ceased to live together as spouse. One thing that stood out to me is that she was 19 and he was 24. And the reason you like, well, why would, someone get married so young is because she's from Norway and he lives in America. Obviously, the fastest way to gain citizenship in America is through marriage. Now, I would never get married. And I saw people in my comments section trying to sweep and say, getting married at 19 is normal. In 2015, I believe the average age of marriage was like 28, 29. So when people saying it's normal, they're just trying to sweep. But to marry someone at 19, he didn't meet her yesterday. I don't know when he met her. I don't care. I know people are trying to make him out to be some type of predator or something, but she doesn't seem like she was a victim or groomed like the people say. So I just didn't put that, I didn't like hone in on that because I didn't care. So her statement, this is important. The marriage has become insupportable because of discord or conflict of personalities between the petitioner, which is her, and Nick Palome, the respondent, that destroys the legitimate ends of a marriage relationship and prevents reasonable expectation of reconciliation. This is fancy for irreconcilable differences. Now, what's good about this is like there's a myriad of reasons that she could have put for divorce, but she put this one, which means like, hey, irreconcilable differences. She didn't say like, my ex had extreme cruelty for me. And I'm just like, it is what it is. So this is a good statement for her to make. Now, when it comes to the division of community property, this is where you get concerned for, right? Because, hey, she wants the courts to divide the estate between her and him in the matter that the court deems just and right, provided by law. So what she is saying we have no agreement on how to divide assets. So I need the courts to step in and divide the assets. Now, they have been separated since September of 2024, when she, quote unquote, went back to Norway to take care of her mom, and you've never seen her on stream again. So for her to put this in, this is like, oh, we're fine. We're not fighting. He's going to say that later. I'm like, well, if you're fine and not fighting, why don't you have an agreement? Which we're going to get to next. All right. So this was his original answer. I mean, like we can go back through it. It's nothing nothing of significance in this page or anything, other than, hey, yeah, we want to file. She prays that the court grants her the divorce, and all other relief is pretty standard. Now, when we get right here, this is his original answer, which he denied everything. He enters a general denial, which I said it could be something for North Texas. But imagine me reading this and I'm like, she's been on stream with you for almost a decade. And hey, Nick Pallone prays Melina Pallone, petitioner, take nothing. And that Nick Pallone be granted all relief in this original answer. Now, this seems harsh considering, she definitely sacrificed her career and put in some work. But then we get to this. This is his response filed on 2/3, which is roughly, 2 weeks after she responded. Now, he said that they're not fighting, but this was his response when it comes to division of assets, right? He agrees about their marriage date being September 25th, which is always good to see because XQC completely denied it. There is no children, so there's no child support. He agrees with the grounds for divorce, pretty much the same thing, and reconcilable differences. But then right here, 2 weeks later, hey, Pallone will enter in an agreement. He's hopeful, right? He believes that they will enter into an agreement. So he believes they'll enter an agreement. That means from the time they announced their breakup in September of 2024 to February 3rd of 2025, there is absolutely no agreement made as of yet. So then we get to him talking about
about your
his Discord messages leaking, which we're about to read all the time. Like, guys, I tell you on my Discord, it's a public Discord. Anything you type, they can see. And look, a lot of people had no idea that Nick was actually married. They never wore red rings. Sometimes they would even just say they're dating, and then, we were just memeing. I told you guys I was married. But let's talk about his public Discord and the things that are getting leaked on it, I suppose.
Discord. We gotta
what?
talk.
My Discord's great. Well, you don't like it?
I'm not in your Discord.
You should join. We have a lot of fun.
What is wrong with you?
What? They're my friends.
Okay.
And low-key, everyone on my Discord is my friend, y'all. We be chopping it up.
First of all, no, they're not. One of them is like a schizo Twitter account. He's not your friend. That guy's not your friend.
So this is my thought process on that, because it's like, yes, it's a public Discord, right? Mm-hmm. But the problem is, I make content for people who kind of want to watch me, right? And people who are kind of paying attention. Mm-hmm. So that's why, the Discord is kind of meant for this sort of community. Yes, it's public, anyone can join. But the problem is with Twitter.
Hey, can I join? You think I could join this Discord? I'm going to try just so I can get banned. It'd be content for me.
Twitter is that people will take screenshots out of pocket, write narratives for people who are just meant to hate, who don't even watch me anyways.
Yeah.
So that's why it's annoying. It's just like, yeah, these comments aren't really meant for you because you don't like me anyways. You're just trying to hate. Yeah,
I agree. But
well, I don't think it's that. I mean, what happens, even with me, my Discord is VC is screen recorded, and anything I post, I'm pretty sure it's being screenshot. I'm just not as popular as him, so when people leak it, it's going to gain traction. But because he's popular, you got my man Yeet over here clipping it, or was clipping it until, I think they mass reported him, which, shame on them for that. His stuff gets clipped.
The one thing I was laughing about that you said, and I actually was like, Nick, you're so dumb.
What?
As you said, you I saw I forgot what it was. It was a tweet or something you made to that guy. Yeah. And you were like, oh, you're taking a screenshot from the Discord that I sent, you said privately, something you said.
I didn't say that.
Or either way, I said, motherfucker, you're in a Discord,
it's public.
You know there's gotta be a snake in there, right?
No, I have proof that people sit there and record Discord.
They do, man.
That's crazy.
They record it with OBS, my Discord, and to clip my messages, the ones that I delete, because I delete for fun all the time.
But why do you type in there?
Why delete though? I would anything I post, I just stand on that shit. It's there for forever.
Just because you don't give a fuck?
I don't care. Because, like,
Okay.
it doesn't really, at the end of the day, none of it actually matters.
Yeah.
For fuck's sakes, Doc just got remonetized on YouTube. Nothing actually
Why he mad at Doc for getting remonetized? Doc just catching strays out of nowhere,
matters.
which is wild. Now here, let's get into his Discord leaks. Okay, like here's one of them. I watched his video. Bro seemed hungry for relevance. Double cheese nothing burger, in which Nick Palaz, of course, that's why he made it. We won't be saving his career, sadly. Like, you know, the thing is about my YouTube career, it may not be what it once was because I don't post as much. You know, I've changed, but this is not my full-time job. So when I see people saying they're not saving my YouTube career, I'm just like, oh, cool. But what people don't know about my YouTube channel is if you go to the videos and you look at the oldest videos, it started with divorce. Like here, look, she wants a family. She wants lifetime alimony. He's going through a divorce. This is a child support video. This is someone just making fun of Lizzo. This is her talking him. This is divorce. This is divorce right here. She wanted 20,000. This is a child support case with what is her name? Britney Spears. Dating, random stories, husband cheating, more husband cheating. But for the most part, it's a divorce. It started with divorce. This is a child support story. So, you know, my career is what it is. I mean, my most popular videos, let's see, XQC divorce. And I would say it has warped into a divorce / court document case because people have a general interest in these streamers' lives and court documents. So anyway, he keeps going. Hey, just, you know, how can you, how can you try and make drama out of nothing? Well, this divorce is truly something. And the people who haven't been through divorce, well, they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. He's obviously mad about, you know, now these comments from LSF, white names are more annoying than the guy who made the video. So now I'm annoying for doing this. But, you know, we keeps going. I guess these may be out of context. You forget how bad Striker was during RP. He's trying to save my career. And this is the big one right here. This is the big one. It's not even an issue. No one is fighting. There is no drama.
Stop the cap.
There's no drama. Where's the agreement? HenryResilient is just a huge leech. Now, these comments, you know, don't faze me. I cover divorce. I cover court documents. His name came up. His divorce getting covered. His court documents are getting covered. It's not even with malicious intent. And I'm sure XQC probably explained that. Yeah, man, he's just going to post what's out there, man. Whatever's out there is going to post. So it'll be interesting to see what the next court docket is or court document that's submitted is on his behalf. But here's the whole thread. Okay. Now I'm accused of spreading misinformation because of the whole house thing. What they try to do with the house, what his people try to do is say, hey, you're spreading misinformation. I don't watch NMPLOL. I had no idea that it was Soda Poppin's house, but all his true fans are like, it's Soda's house. You should have known that. I'm like, why would I know that it's Soda Poppin's house? Like, right. This guy says we own Soda's house. Bro trying to clutch this for real. I don't know if this is a diss at me or Nick. I don't know. But you know, this how desperate he is for content, pathetic. I cover court docs. This is what you call it. I wouldn't know if they were lying without Henry. No, so I did check the county records. The house is in Soda's name, and he pays about $18,000 a year in taxes. It's not that there's anything to hide. The strikes in effect is about covering something up, which we know the deleted LSF thread to make it go away. I've already said what's going on publicly. Did he? If he said it, it was probably in a joking manner. It's just the people who aren't in my community are like, oh my God, drama. Dude, divorce is drama. There's no one like, oh yeah, my divorce is going so smooth. Unless you Tom Brady. Tom Brady had the smoothest divorce in the world. It literally happened in a day, where his is like, we're hopeful we're going to make an agreement. we're going to make an agreement. What else does he say? The house. Now y'all don't understand. We got to let the thread get more views before we farm. Look, he is going to farm everything that he can. So he farmed the breakup. He's likely going to try to farm the divorce, or act like he's not trying to farm the divorce. However you want to frame it. I think we got one more. I think this might be the same. That no one's fighting. We will see how this turns out. But based on my research, and people could say, well, what research did you do? Because now I'm looking into it a little deeper than I normally have. And based on everything that's going on, she is going to be, let's put her up there. She is going to be a multi-millionaire when this divorce is over. And I dare him say otherwise, because right now they have no agreement. $300,000 is on the table. There's a clip out there where he talks about something, and based on what he said, she'll be a multi-millionaire easily. And I'm not saying she's like greedy or anything like that, but he knows this, and I'm sure his lawyer told him too. He's been with her for a decade. Because he's been with her for a decade, well, not a decade. In September, it'd be a decade. If you go look at his YouTube channel, right? You're like, well, let's look at his YouTube channel, NMPLOL clips, right? Let's look at his YouTube channel first. All right, let's look at his channel. When was his channel established? Look at this. Look at this. June 6, 2014. He was married almost a year later, right? So let's just do some quick math. I'm going to show you exactly how assets are divided. So we have 10 out of 11 years. So that's 90%. 90%, you divide that by 2. She owns 45% of this YouTube channel. And every day that he does not settle that divorce, this 45 becomes a bigger number, because Texas does not recognize the end of marriage. Now, here's the thing. She could say, look, I know I own 45%. I don't want 45%. She may have a number in mind or whatever, but that's just one asset. Go look at his Twitch channel. I mean, like, when was his Twitch channel established? I mean, how old is his Twitch channel? You do the same calculation. And how much is it worth? I mean, I didn't look this up on Social Blade. But whatever it's worth, she gets 45% of that, or that's what she's legally entitled to. I know people say she deserves half of it, but she's legally entitled to right now 45%. And that percentage only grows. And the only reason I know that is because I went through a divorce, and I hope no one else has to go through a divorce. But she's in Norway. How does this work? I mean, her lawyer would do the legwork. So what's going to happen is her lawyer would basically file everything. And because you can just sign remotely, you don't even have to be in the States to get a divorce. And even when I got my divorce, when we finalized it, it was first you got to finalize the agreement. Then once the agreement's finalized in my state, I had to talk to a judge and say, I agree with the terms. And she, and they will have to talk to a judge and say they agree with the terms, and that'd be it. Or they could just sign. I really haven't looked that much into it, but they both have to agree. They both have to sign on the division of assets. That's what it's going to be. And she's going to be a multimillionaire. And let Nick say she's not. Like that. Those are the questions that, he should talk about. And here's the thing, right? Even though he called me a leech and desperate for content, I wish the same thing I did after I covered XQC's divorce. He educates men on divorce. Hey, this is what happened. This is what you should do. This is what you should not do. I bet you one thing for sure. He will never get married again. I promise you that. So anyway, good luck to Nick. I look forward to continuing to cover your divorce unless something changed. I don't think y'all getting back together, but I'm curious about the cost of the settlement. And shout out to all the people who said it's no one's business. That the breakup was everyone's business. Breakup was everyone's business. Them getting together was everyone's business. Now the divorce is private. I do think it's a bit hypocritical because everyone was happy to see XQC's divorce documents getting posted, although no one reacted to them other than other juicers, which XQC was not too happy about. He said he wished people would have reacted to it outside of his fandom. But, you know, Nick probably wants to keep this as quiet as possible and, you know, draw as less attention to it because for crying out loud, he has a new girlfriend. It's catchy, right? They teasing it out, but she's dating technically a married man. It is what it is. Now, you know, don't read too much into that dating a married man. Divorces can sometimes take a while to settle. So even though they are dating, someone said, yeah, they're drunk. She said she's gonna change. It is what it is. Good luck, Nick. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.